Hi, this is Labor Day weekend. Welcome back to Momma J's Country Gardening. It is 72 beautiful degrees today. And then some little dog decides she want to walk by. I don't think you saw her. That was Tallulah. So I'm going to, Camera Lady and I are in the garden, and we are working on a couple different sections in the garden. Just removing the spring, summer, and preparing for fall, winter. So we're going to collect what fruits, if you want to say the word fruits, that we locate out here, whatever size they are, whatever, we're going to take them. And there's a lot out here, a whole lot. Here's one, tomato. Okay. I have a bag out here, and this will be probably not be the only bag. There's a bag out here, so I can collect them. But anyway, this is what we're doing. We're transforming, changing the garden from spring, summer seasons to fall, winter season. So, in my previous video, I had shown you one area that that I removed. Those plants that are no longer producing, or they're producing and their time is up because their vines and everything are done. But anyway, it could be multiple things. So it was time. It's just time. So I am going to work in this area where you are looking at right now. And today is August the 30th. Today, August the 30th? What day is it? I can't see. August the 30th. Yeah. 2025. I apologize that it was delayed. I need to get some scissors so that I can take this plant down. Now, some things I can pull right from the bottom. And I'm going to take tomatoes in all sizes, and bring them in. I hope you're preparing for the fall. I don't know what region, what zone you're in, but I'm in zone 7. I could more than likely let these stay on a little longer. I don't choose to. And I don't choose to because I'm needing the space, for one. Need space. I need to get my fall plants in and my seeds in. I need to plant them so they'll be prepared before the whole real cold season comes in, and the ground, soil would not prevent me to be able to add anything to it. So, so beautiful, I'm telling you. We'll get a couple more hot times, but they'll be a little calmer hot because this is the fall. Okay? And preparing for the fall. I also need to get this cleaned up because real soon and I never know when it's going to happen. My township will send out an alert and says, "Oh, the last pickup for yard waste is going to be," and they give you like hardly no notice. Then they'll change it because they had already told us what the date was going to be before, um, in the spring. They told us in the spring what the date was going to be for yard pickup. Okay, when it was going to begin. And sometimes they'll change it. They caught me off guard a few times in the past couple of years. And I was like, "Hey, wait a minute, I got a lot of stuff." And they said, "Oh, Momma J, you can place it in, with your regular trash if you want to." Oh no, I added it to my compost bag, but compost bag is not so big, so it just becomes. They said I had to put it in the trash, and I didn't do that. I placed it in my yard can, and I just let it stay there until it decomposed. To the next time it's time for yard pickup, which would be spring again. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. Beautiful day. I'm very happy with this day. I'm very happy with the weather. I'm very pleased with. I know you can't see because everything's falling down in front of you. Well, that's what it's looking like right now. Need to get some scissors. Get my clippers. And this is a trellis of tomato cages. It's telling me, "You better come on here and get me because I had enough." You ain't got to worry about it because you're coming out. So I'm going to prepare this area here, removing all the foliage, removing my cages. I want to get some onion seeds in. I think I'll put them in this area here. Not quite sure. But I'm going to drop seeds. I may or may not get to them today because I'm going to work this soil. I'm going to till the soil after I remove what I'm removing. Clear this bed up. I might, it's a lot I'm going to grow, so I might put rutabaga seeds in here, yellow turnip seeds, onions will go in here. And I just want you to know, I am going to have multiple places in this entire garden over there, whole space, the whole space, with fall, winter plants and seedlings. I am. And so I'm growing a lot. I'm going to grow a lot. I pray I harvest a lot. Okay. And I'm going to add, I think I'm going to put yellow turnips and onions in here, in this bed right here. Let me get that out. There we go. Yeah. This is an area where I've grown celery, did really, really well. Broccoli did really well over years. Onions did very well over here. Cauliflower, I don't know why, didn't do so well. But I can try it again. It's okay. This is the front part of the garden. Ooh, you see all this? This is the front end. Okay, pulling up a lot. I gotta get the scissors because it's all tangled in here in this tomato cage. You may be around this time might want to pay attention in your own garden as to what you will want to grow again because it did so well, or maybe you'll change the location of where you're putting things. Maybe you'll do that. Maybe you'll say some things you would not be interested in growing again. Or maybe you wouldn't support a particular um, a particular vendor. Um, maybe you won't support a particular seed company. Maybe some things did better because you planted in a particular area in your garden. Just switch it up. And so we switch up. I rotate where oh, this is one of my tags from when I went to see the Veggie Boys. This is the Mountain Fresh tomato. I bought from them. I really enjoyed visiting with them. And those who follow my channel know I had a big oops happened. Oh, I was interviewing Andrew at Veggie Boys, and don't you just know my microphone wasn't charged? Yeah, I was just like, what? That bothered me really a lot. So these are things that I'll use again right here. So I've already cleared out everything right here. Now I got to move down a little bit further. I'm going to turn you a little bit so you can see. It's a lot right here. Okay. Here's the pepper plant. It didn't give me but a couple of peppers. And I think I'll try it again, but I'll move it to a different location. I really can't get around right here. There's another one. Like I said, I've tried another location. Maybe in the rear garden where it gets the most sun. You know? And I know peppers like sun and but they also like partial shade too. I did get some peppers off of here. This one. Never got anything off this one. But it tried to have a concern. All these squiggly lines was down into the leaves. And I kept clearing that off and everything. And I kept having a problem again. So I don't know about that. Now I was supposed to have bell peppers on this one over here. I didn't get but a couple of bell peppers. I didn't. So that's what I'm doing. Leave down in the comments what you're doing to prepare for the fall. Are you growing in the fall? I'm going to grow a lot of leafy vegetables. I'm going to grow bok choy, turnip greens, collard greens. rutabagas, broccoli, if I didn't already say that, cauliflower. I'm not interested in growing any vining vegetables. It's not this year. Peas and beans. I'm not going to do that this year. But I am going to grow rutabagas. Not everybody likes rutabagas. I don't know if that's a southern thing or what, but it's in the turnip family. I like rutabagas, and I love it. Yellow turnips, they also call it. And I'm not all that crazy about turnips, the bulb. Now, I'll mix them in with my greens sometimes, and sometimes in soups like that. I'm really not all that crazy about turnips, you know? But I like foods in the turnip family. Bulb beans, okay? Beets, I like beets. Beets take a long time to grow. They really do. You plant beets now, and they're not going to be ready until spring. I know you're not seeing me all like that. Got to move the camera, and I don't know. I'm going to move it too. So, hold on a minute. I got to get some scissors. I'm going to get some scissors. We're harvesting a lot. I mean, Kimberly's found eggplants galore, and lots of tomatoes, and lots of peppers, because they've been hiding behind. They've been hiding behind foliage. And we're going to find everything today. Oh, I found a garlic bulb. Well, I can tell you right now, that's going to get planted. It is. I'm just trying to get some scissors because I got to untangle the vines on that tomato cage. And we're always going to have some growing in Momma J's country garden. Might not seem like anything to you, but it does to me. We're always growing something, Cameron Lady and I. We grow a lot. Okay? And you have to have patience because some things take, 6 months, some things take 45 days. When I finish pulling this apart, now, you might have trouble hearing me, so, gotta go on. You come back. Sorry for that. I guess we'll call that a commercial break. So I had to go in. I got to get my other pair of scissors because Kimberly is using one pair, and I do have a number of sets. So we got these really, really sharp. So I was saying I'm going to grow a lot, and I am. I've already started. As I showed you, I planted some cauliflower and some broccoli, and I planted kale and collards. I am going to have a lot of kale and collards and turnips growing here. I will be placing spinach. Seeds. I will. Tatsoi. Since I was introduced to Tatsoi by the New Orleans gardener in her YouTube channel, Tatsoi became my favorite because over spinach. Because it holds better, if I may say that. It really does. You know, grows thicker. It's a stronger plant. And I find it more flavorful. And I grew up on spinach. But, you know, there's many different varieties of vegetables in this world. I was talking to my new friend. Going to give her a shout out. Hello, Sharon. So Sharon is my new friend. And Sharon is in Tennessee. And we kicked it off right away in terms of making a new friendship. She really is a wonderful person. And she's a Christian. And she's a lady. She's a real lady. She's very respectful and respectable. She has a beautiful family. And I'm just grateful to God for that friend that He allowed me to meet most recently. You know, I really am. I'm grateful for it. So she and I have been spending a lot of time talking about gardening and life. And it's all been good. So I'm very happy with that friendship. But I told Sharon in the question she asked of me, so what do you like growing in the fall? Oh, look at this big tomato. It barely fit in my hand. I said I love growing a lot. And I named like the ones I named for you. But she told me which vegetables she likes, and she's pretty much like me, except for a couple of vegetables. Oh, here goes another huge tomato. See, they've been hiding. Look at that. I gotta turn this so you can see me. Hold on here. Let me see. I think you can see what I'm looking at now. Right here. And I'm finding these really big tomatoes over here. So, they've been hiding behind the foliage. There's no more hiding going on here. I'm taking them if they're small or not. Some the worms have tried to eat. It's okay. That one's good. So, onions, lots of onions, lots and lots of onions we will be planting. Now, the onion growers farm believes that you really should not grow, I've heard them say, onions unless you're in the spring, you know, in the early spring, and then you harvest them, you know, 6 months later, 9 months later, whatever it is. I actually, in my zone, plant onions in the fall, and they grow over the winter and over the spring, into spring. And garlic, okay? Like a lot of, what's that trying to have? I don't know what that was. It was inside one of these tomatoes. And it just flew away. Oh, just lost it, dropped down. I'll get it when I go in this cage. So, you know, they suggest, oh, don't grow onions in the fall. Now, horse who's changed their name. Horse Tools changed their name to Horse Groves. It's still same company. They grow onions right about now in the fall. Now, they're in Georgia. I'm in Pennsylvania. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, look at this big pepper over here. I'm going to get it. We have been getting some peppers, but not very much off this plant. I'm seeing buds on it, there's flowers there, you know. I think I'll leave that there and see what it's going to do. I'll leave it there. Just going to trim these off the bottom. And when it gets like it wants to stop, I'll take it out. But I've been getting, these are some of the later plants that I had put in, and that's why they're plugged in everywhere. But now it's trying to do something. Now, what's this? This is Caribbean. It's not flowering. It's just hanging out here, and I don't want it to hang out here. I've not gotten anything off there. So. Now, it's more than likely the location, That's okay. I'm ready for it to go, All right, I'll put that there. I hope it'll stay. Maybe it won't. I'm going to till this. I think that'll stay. Okay. Whew. I probably need to start pulling this out. But I got a lot of tomatoes down here that I harvested. Can you still see me? I have to bring you down some. Okay. So I'm looking at hot pepper right here. Here's one. Looks like a flying saucer. That pepper is hot. Here's a baby one. It's got flowers on here, So when I go in this cage, in this cattle panel here, okay, I'm going to remove all that I think is done or I needed to be done. I had some carrots down in here. I don't know, they look like really tiny. And they were in there from the early spring. And every now and again I've been pulling them out and putting them in, feeding them to the dogs and feeding them to myself and putting them in my salad. But I'm going to remove them, but they brought their heads up, I'm going to remove all these from in here. And I'll bring you in a little closer so you can see that. But this pepper plant here, I'll tell you what the name of it is in a minute. It's a hot pepper. Can't get that. Tag came out the ground. Okay. Here it is. Scotch bonnet. I couldn't call the name. It's a Scotch bonnet. Put this back in here because I want to stick it back in and rip it on. Those are Scotch bonnets. These are. That is. And so they're blooming now. They got lots of flowers. I see peppers all over them. And I haven't harvested any Scotch bonnets. It's just starting to pop out. That's the thing about hot peppers. They take the longest to germinate and mature. You see a dog back here tipping around. Hi, Tallulah. Where are you going? I don't know where she thinks she's going. But she can't get around out here. So I'm going to move you, bring you down a little further. Thank you for hanging out with me in Momma J's Country Gardening. Say hi, Tallulah. Say hi. She's down here. Wait a minute. I'm trying to move you. So I'm going to go in here now. I hope you can see. Let me see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. But I got to You see right there. Yeah, I think you can. I've got to open this cage, but I am not. Let me go down here and get this bag, because I know I'm going to need it in that cattle panel. The cattle panel was kicking out a lot. Last year we were very successful with string beans and peppers. I think we grew in the cattle panel in 2024. So for 2025, I placed peppers in the opposite end of the same cattle panel cage, this same bed, and we got an abundance of tomatoes here. And I put tomatoes down the opposite end. So, but look at this big bag. I need another bag. Ooh. No, that's my butt. So I'm going to go in this. I'm not going to remove the Scotch bonnet pepper plant, but I am going to remove the tomatoes, and I got them coming out of my neck in here. I do, and I can let them continue to grow. I can grow tomatoes in November. And I'm still going to have some growing, but not. Now here's one where worm decided to go in. Here's one. See that? Now I'm going to throw this over the fence, the little bunny foo-foo and the squirrel. They're not going to be, I'm going to put in this bucket. I'm not interested in that. So, my neighbor said, "Oh, Jerry, everything's got to eat." Well, everything better go ahead and grow its own fruit. Oh, here goes a whole bunch of tomatoes. I don't know if you can see me through the cage. Right here. He said, "Never go hungry if you grow your own food." There's a lot I can do with tomatoes. I'm going to let them ripen, and I'm going to make sauce. There's a lot going on in here. I'm going to make sauce. Here's a tomato that worms ate totally up. Now, I can't blame this on a squirrel. This is not about a squirrel did it. Look at that. Okay, there's worm damage. That worm ate good. Look at that. So let's go in here. Little bunny foo-foo and friends can have it. There you go. I'm feeding others. My neighbor will be very proud of me. So this is what I'm doing today. I think we had a very successful spring and summer, with the exception of some of the issues we had with rabbits and squirrels and cicada killers and worm damage. But it be that way sometimes. This was not the year for the voles and the moles. We didn't have that problem so much. I don't know what I did not have it, but I sure want to repeat not having it. I do want to not have that. And they were really destroying my nerves. Last year, 2024, was the first year I experienced that. I'm like, what is digging these holes up on the ground? So Kimberly said, "Oh," I said, "I think they're voles and moles," I told her. She said, rats. I said, stop. I know we won't have any rats. Now, some people do have them. We didn't have that. We didn't have that. And she tried to mess with me. I shared my garden as many places as I possibly could for those that I thought that would appreciate it and would be thankful, with neighbors, with the trash sanitation workers, medical doctors, hospitals, dentists. If I came across you this summer, I blessed you from my garden. I did. I really did. It's exciting to me to be able to do that. Oh, this is my basil. Ew, I don't want that out. Now I'm gonna put that someplace else. This, this is my basil. You can see it through the cage. I had it in here. No, I'm going to move that as I clean it up. Oh, I see some hot peppers in here. Got a little buried up. So in this area, I had hot peppers. I had, what's these peppers? Chili peppers. Chili peppers. And I've been using them. Coming out here, putting them in my greens, because I'm the only one that likes spiced up food here. Oh, got a nice sized tomato. Keeping that. Last year in 2024, I planted in this bed onions and garlic. And the Vidora, which is supposed to be an offseed from Vidalia, you're not legally able to grow Vidalia tomatoes, peppers, Vidalia onions, unless you are in Vidalia, Georgia, or Alabama, somewhere out there. But I purchased them because I like the sweet onion sometimes, and I wanted to grow it. So I grew, and it didn't do so well. Now, I don't know if it was the location. It took a very long time to grow. And then when it did, I'm not upset about taking a long time to grow. You expect that for onions. But I was not happy with the result of that plant. Now, I can order more from House Tools or House Grows. I'm not going to grow that one. Maybe it just doesn't do well in my zone. It could be short day, because I'm long day, and I can grow short. I can grow intermediate, and I can grow for bulbs long day. But for short day, you'll get the green onions, scallions, but you're not going to get a whole bulb. So I believe that this is short day. That I know it's a short day onion, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't think it did any justice for me, and I tried it, so that's that. But that's not to say that you can't grow it. Okay, in your area, it's not to say that. It's just to say that I'm not going to do it again. Okay. I'm going to start my onions from seeds, but in the spring I'll get some transplants from Dixondale Farms. I like their onions. Now that's an onion farm. And by the way, I'm not endorsed by any of these channels that I'm calling out to you. They're just giving you options for what you can do if you care to get tomatoes Things going everywhere. Okay. Ouch. You don't want this falling on you. This is a very sharp scissors. This is more like a saw, so it cuts so sharp. I sure hope I got enough space in that yard can for everything that we're doing. Ooh, because I only have one can. My neighbor next door has been at her home for 40 years or more. She has 2 cans. Now, I knew she would let me hold one if I cared to hold it, but I'm not going to ask her. And I untie this so I can get this off the pole. Some of these sticks that are wooden, it was so tied onto my plant that some of them I didn't even bother to take off. It was just too much trouble. But I can't put this in the can. That's metal. So, anyway, I appreciate you hanging out with me while I stay in my bed. I really do. This is work now. I'm tell you, there's nothing hard about it. Absolutely nothing hard about it. It's just a task like anything else. Housekeeping, you have to do housekeeping. You really do. Whoa. This is, I gotta go on the other side here to get that. In the evening when I finished doing things in the garden, I said, why is my back hurt? I didn't do anything that was heavy. I didn't lift anything that's heavy. But gardening is good exercise. Oh, here go another one where they decided to take a bite. Another one. Okay, Miss Neighbor Lady. You can see how much sharing took place in this garden. Here's another one. Here's the hole. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back there. I'm gonna leave that to camera lady. I ain't gonna be able to get back there. Okay, so they're barking because the neighbor is coming by with her dog. All right. So, give you an idea just how this is gonna go. I'm gonna continue clearing this out. Gonna be a lot of stuff going on here. Uh-oh, something fell down. And here's a pepper. Got a pepper. Kind of curly, but I got it. That's all right. It's edible. Here it is. The pepper. Yellow pepper. Some yellow peppers are spicy. Now look at them trying to step across all this stuff. Look here, y'all. Here's one of them. This plant is really good. I could continue growing right here. I could really continue that. It needs to get cleaned up a little bit. And I just thought, well, let's just go ahead and clean this up. Because I don't know when they're going to stop the yard trash. I think I'll leave that little pepper plant right there. What kind is it? Oh, the chili pepper, yeah. I think I'll leave it there. See what it's going to do since the crowdedness will be gone. That's what I'm going to do. Sure hope all this fits in the can. Oh, here goes another big tomato. Got lots of tomatoes. I don't know. So, you get an idea of what goes on here. And if you're growing a fall, I might be cutting a pepper plant right there. If you grew a spring, summer garden, and if you haven't already begun to prepare for the fall, I think you should. Even if preparing for the fall means that you start your seedlings up with the starter soil or in the little pods. Here's a tomato. Oh, thank you. You should be thinking about that. And maybe not at the thinking stage. Maybe be at the stage where you're actually starting your seeding. Now you can direct seed, an option you got in this summer. I'm gonna try to get up here. Oh, I'm up here. Oh, okay. Maybe family don't have to come up here. I just drop that right there for right now. So I get this small over here. Like that. Well, next year I know I'll have to buy some ties. And I'll need to get me some more bamboo sticks. You know, you'll know what you'll need to stock up on when you finish cleaning up. Some of the seed companies, the places where I purchase my seeds, Renee's Garden, Botanical Interest, Primex, my garden center. I wish they could would ship stuff. Maybe one day they will, because you would really love the experience that you get with them. But hopefully you have a relationship with your local garden center, or that you have one that you can brag about, as I do. Because I really, really have a lot of respect for them. Oh, look at this out. Tomato roots grow far. They grow far in your planting area. Well, I've got a good stick I get to keep. They really do. The roots go far. So even though you pulled the plant up, you might very well have left some roots in there. Ooh. Ooh, I sure pray I can get all this into the container. I'm so serious. Oh, got a yellow pepper. I think I'll leave them there. Maybe the peppers are, oh, I just dropped it. Will do bit more now that they're not crowded with the tomato plants. And tomatoes and peppers, they get along great, you know. Tomatoes can shadow the pepper plants so they don't get overly hot in terms of the heat. That kind of hot. And I'm gonna leave them there. This one didn't do anything. And she coming out. I was watching this one for a while. Maybe I cut that part out. Go away, Miss B, because I'm not playing with you. Let's see. There's some pretty big tomatoes on here. Whoa. This is my food forest. As my younger daughter says, Mom, it looks like a forest out there. I said, oh, thank you. I'm glad it does. Oh, boy. Here's another one. They got shared, put it like that, with a worm. Uh-oh. My little storage bucket fell over. For the little bit of food and squirrels to have. The whole thing fell over. And no damage. It's in there. I hope you saw that. So, like I said, I hope all this fits in my can, my yard can. In a couple of days, it'll settle. And then I'll be able to. Okay, get out of there. Now, I better see some peppers flower on these ones that I'm leaving in here, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Oh, good gracious, there's some huge tomatoes on here. Whoa. Well, where have you been? I know you want to ripen on the vine, but I don't want you to get little holes in you. That's another thing. Okay. I'm going to leave these pepper plants in here. Where's this? Oh, there it is. I'm going to leave. Come on here. I'm going to leave the pepper plants in here. Let them have their time. I'm going to give them some nutrients. We get some plant tone. Tie them up nice and neat. Not today, not on this video, I'm not. But I'm seeing a whole lot of these Scotch bonnets. Yay! And a tomato down here. Okay. So, I'm going to finish cleaning this up. Stay over there. Hope this video came through clear. I really do. Okay. Some of these leaves I'm going to till right back into the soil. I sure am. And put tags out. I had bok choy growing in here before. Like I said, I rotate my plants and my gardens and my seeds around in my space. Now, oh, I got another damaged tomato in my hand. All right, now I have this basil plant that came out of here. There's already a sweet basil plant in this corner. And I have a sweet basil plant over there. So I'm going to take this one, clean up a little bit, and place it all the way down that way. Because I don't know if there's any place down here I'd want to put a basil. But I'm going to put it down towards the front. Once I clear this space out, stay right there. So, what was that? Oh, no. All my stuff fell down. Oh, it's only one, I think. Gracious. Where did it go? Maybe that was the only one. All right. Hope so. So I'm going to tie this cage back up and show you what it looked like. And like I said, I'm going to, I have some ties. I know next year I got to buy ties. I'm going to buy some more bamboo. And then this one go too. Some of them need a tall stick to help them stand up. So fix that back up. And then start looking human. Get some air. Oh, need another tie. Here's one. Okay. You do well now. Peppers on there too. Okay. A couple of ties down here. What's that? Oh, tomato. And I'm going to let this one hang on to something. Okay. Straighten this one up a little bit. Maybe it'll do something more. Okay. I'm going to cut in here because I want this to grow better. Something over here is moppy too. Here it is. Just clean them up a little bit to encourage them to grow. We tie that one up. So I'm getting ready to wrap this up because my next move is to clean up. This is Scotch bonnet. Clean up the all the foliage that I have down here. And in my neighborhood, we have compost bins. You can go there and get compost free. It's really fantastic. Win-win. Let's see what some of these carrots are like down here. They look like a whole lot of babies. Some got some nice size to them. Smell good. I have another area where I'm growing carrots. Carrots. Oh, I made a mistake and took my Scotch bonnet. I made a mistake and took my Scotch bonnet. Put that tag out. I don't want to do that. I think these didn't grow in deep enough for my carrots because of the particular bed. Sometimes not do so well with rooted crops. I don't know why. Like the stones and stuff down under here or what. But it is not stones in here when I'm tilling the soil. I know what's in there, but I don't know. Oh, wow. Look at this really long one. They're really long carrots. If little bunny Foo-Foo had behaved herself and stopped stealing my stuff, maybe she would have had some carrots. No, she wanted to just take my stuff. And tell her, look here, miss. You're supposed to ask, not just dig a hole. See, here's that tag that says Vedora onion. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna grow that again. There's a few different plants and crops that I said I will never grow again. Cherokee purple showed off. Really did. And I got that from hospital. Or grow halls, as they call themselves now. And yeah, I think they'll leave this just like this. But the Fedora, I'm not going to grow that again. And there's another tomato. There's a tomato that I said I would never grow again, and I kept my word on it because it was unsuccessful. It didn't do so well with me. And I hear too many people talking about it, but it's called the Kellogg tomato. And I tried multiple times with it in different sections of the garden, and so I think it doesn't work here. I just think it might doing it doesn't work. Now, I'd like to take that back because rowing with Hudson, my friend on my same coast, zone, rather, she did really well with it, Kellogg's. How about a couple of years ago, I saw that she was growing it. Did really well. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm not. But I don't wish to try it again. So I'm going to close this cage up. I'm going to add some garden tools to it. And till the open areas. Maybe I won't till the open areas today. I'm going to till the area that I completely empty. All right.